Welcome one and all back to Kale's Tales. Now, what do you say? Let's hammer home 2024 before we make it to New Year. Let's hammer it home with one of the the top 10 best, the Amazing Digital Circus songs from the most brilliant musician artists ever on YouTube and social media. And for this list, I want to make it really clear that the show is absolutely, it's one of the most brilliant. I've been seeing the content all over this whole year on YouTube, and Gooseworx and Glitch even made it on Netflix. Like, it's like a brilliant stroke of luck. With three episodes have become fan favorites and performed so well done. But what about the music videos? Yes, all absolutely brilliant. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to rank it from best to worst. They are not worse. They're all fan favorites. What I'm going to do is just simply recommend them to you, and I'm going to recommend these brilliant people who's worked so hard on them. And we'll get to number one. It will go down my personal favorite ones at the end of this list, alongside some honorable mentions here. And so please like and subscribe to, well, not just me, but them as well. And if you want to find, let's see, the link to each one is in the description below. And so let's get right to it right away.
How you doing? Come out and play. The sun is shining and the moon is bright, and the tent is bustling with pseudo-fly. Let's get going, better hustle, wipe the sleep away. It's gonna be a wonderful day after day after day after day after day.
Day after day from Ragatha. I wouldn't say this is one of the first ones. It's either that or Digital Hallucinations. We will get to that, don't worry. I found Day After Day quite upbeat and peppy, and it just shows that each day, that it's just a show that never ends with Kane. With Kane here, it shows that I guess he loses track time, like almost every day is like a Groundhog Day without Bill Murray, you know. And I do respect that this is. I wouldn't be shocked if this is one of the songs that inspired other artists to, like, hey, let's make more music videos. But this time, with some of them we're going to get to, yes, they do indeed get the cast. I find Mike Gino's Self-Control absolutely underrated. Like, I don't hear much people talk about it. It is a kick-ass beat. Especially with Lizzie Freeman. Not just Lizzie Freeman, who's the voice of Pomni, OC in Art of Murder, and other voice stuff for anime. But they got the whole cast to be in it, from Alex Rochon to Mako Kovacs to Marissa Lenti. I mean, everybody. Even Nancy Lovelock as the Goin' Queen. And I see an edit here of that someone made from Ken Sneeze's Good Enough, and remix those two together is one of the most sick ass beats I've ever heard. And this is an exception of, like, I would be happy, just to put on some cosplay and just do some sick beats to this. Like, well done, team. And I absolutely enjoyed Self-Control.
No doubt it'll take all day to untangle that knot, but it's something she can fix with all the time she's got. So let's just spread a little mischief as a treat. Whoopee cushions on the seat just to make it then complete. We're all getting her for sure. Better if the cure is within reach. Now you're learning what I teach.
Oh God, I am.
Just think of the funny things that can happen to us. So many chances for a minor betrayal of trust. start a bumblebee chase, get their heads stuck inside a big digital face till noon, and you'll be laughing soon.
And here we are, Funny Things by another Rec D. We have just know that these songs, they are none of them are canon, but you just wish to God they were. This time, Rec D got the luck of getting Lizzie, Michael, Alex, and the cast to be in this. We have, because I always wonder, I guess most fans would be like if Jax and Pomni interact a bit more. And as Jax is saying, just think the funny things that still happen yet, from great vocal performance from Mike and Liz both, is, I guess, Jax is mentoring Pomni into we're pranking people because it's both funny, but if it keeps them from going nuts, then alright. And it gets to the part where, they're both having a nice relationship, nice frenemy relationship. They're just pranking everybody, and I like in the show you barely see the two interact. Well, not yet, as much. It's mostly just Pomni's irritated of Jax, and Jax is cocky, and I love Funny Things, especially see, despite it's not canon, of Jax having a softer side a bit, really. Here with Ragdoll by Chi-Chi, who has her own set of amazing music videos, which I do recommend. Is What If Ragatha had her own song? I wish this was canon, because I know that episode 5 is going to mainly spotlight on Ragatha, according to Gooseworx. But furthermore, this is just one of those songs where I just want to get in a car and just drive out in the woods, like, what a ragdoll, if I start to spin, the night begins. And I'd be having dance through the night at Pride Month, And it just feels like every character has their own fan base. Gangle has her fan base, Supa has their fan base, Ragatha is an exception. And I love the artistry of her walking in the background, slightly changes, spotlights all on her. Like, well done, Chi-Chi. Speaking of their own fan base, Jax has, despite that he is a mean-spirited character, but absolutely hilarious, and is a big fan favorite character, he's got his own set of music videos too. We have Jake Neutron's Jax Toy, alongside Michael Kovac, voice Jax, and Amanda Hufford, who she doesn't sing in it. She's the voice of Ragatha and is Hannah Apocalypse, among other things. She a few small lines as Ragatha in this. And I love the art. You can find this on Spotify. Amazing catchy beat of what Jax does around about the circus, and shows this like he doesn't give a crap. Alongside I see like YouTube animators would, like, Fluffy Meant the Cat would animate with Jax, and I'd look like, get your Jax toy, get a little laugh, boy. I say I'm sorry, but gently bring me down. Like Jake Neutron makes brilliant music. He really does, and he's got a nice repertoire of his own sick beats there. And this, like, well done to Michael and Jake both.
I need to stay calm and I can't lose my head if I don't keep my cool. I might have a bad snack day. I don't know my name, but I'm stuck in his head. So welcome to this digitally whimsically turn up the vibe where they've got infinite adventure, so we don't go insane. Try not to
And here we have Jester, music by Gabriel Brown or Black Griffin and Basic, with Lizzie Freeman, the original voice of Pomni, sing here of "Welcome to the digital, we wins a golly, turn up a parade." Like, it's a nice melody. Got infinite adventures and you don't have to stay. I used to listen. This is one of the main songs I used to listen to a lot back in one of my old jobs there. And it's almost about a year old. Like, yeah, it's one of the most viewed. It's the second most biggest viewed music video I've seen. I think it's now to 65 million. We'll get to, the biggest viewed one in a little bit here. Oh, here is, she has to be careful not to have too much of a big panic attack, not to get too anxious, otherwise she'll end up saying fate as cough mode. She end up getting distracted, so she has to give in to the madness in a pretty way. And this is a nice fresh melody from that Lizzie nailed her vocal range here, and I do recommend this. I really, especially the CG animation here. Like, that goes for the other videos I recommend you guys. Is hat tip and round of applause to the animators that worked on every one of them.
knock, knock, who can? Never gonna catch me acting scared. Oh, don't cry, don't scream. Cool as can be, try to stop me if you dare.
Another Jack's music video, another by Black Griffin and Basic, with a few vocal range of Michael Kovac, is "Knock Knock Who Cares." A nice signal. Everybody knows me at all, 'cause nobody knows me at all. Knock knock who cares? And there's we get a few non-canon hints of what Jack feels that I like to think could happen. I wonder if can you imagine Gooseworx listen to these songs I'm recommending? I like to think she has her own opinions on them. Like, Jack lines dialogue that fascinates me in this is, "You're not your friends, they don't care about them. Someone tells me we're all gonna die, even worse will survive. We're not aware. I hate to admit it, but I'm getting scared." Like, even he's a human being inside, of Jack's. So I like to think there's gotta be something in him that I know Gooseworx is going to reveal for us when he gets his own episode.
I know that this isn't where you want to be. Don't go crazy.
You think it's all just a dream?
A really good one.
But please don't rip out the seams.
Let's have fun. You wish to flee, but you are here in paradise upon a this digital land, massive and grand, adventures, games in the palm of my hand. I'm glad that you came. What is your name? I'll snap my fingers, picture that you all don't go insane.
How do we get out of this spot?
Possibly one of my most favorite Digital Circus songs I still listen to in the car is "Digital Land" by Kyle Allen Music, who's made a few music for, like FNAF. And he, according to Alex Rochon, the voice of Kane, in a Streamly signing, he he made that this was one of the first songs that he recorded, first music songs that he recorded of Digital Land. And obviously, because one reason why this took so long is the animation is breathtaking, nice and polished. It's so good. And I love the colors background of white and red together. Like, this digital land, massive and grand, adventures, games at the palm of my hand. I even did an instrumental video on this. That's how much I love this song. They even got another music video where they got, somehow Kyle had the luck of getting the whole cast of Digital Circus in this. Unless I'm mistaken, this is possibly one of the first, I hope I'm not mistaken, one of the first Digital Circus music videos. I believe 11 months or about a year old now. And by the musician Oreo, who's has her own music videos of Digital Circus, which I can recommend to you as well. And if I had $1 for every time a YouTube artist, musician, and he got the luck of getting the Digital Circus cast, Lizzie, Michael, Sean, Amanda, Alex, Ashley, everyone, and got this with awesome animation, sick beats, and made music video in it, I'd be a bloody millionaire and do the same as well. But this is an absolute fan favorite of, not just because of the animation done by Ken Sneeze, but also sick beat of, you're trying to find a way out, but you're stuck here day after day inside a, like, me, ba 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 boo. Like, it's one of those, like, you have to add it to, now that's why I call it music playlist. Like, well done, Oreo. And we're about to get to, and now here are the honorable mentions.
Recollect what has been said. My memory's empty, my thoughts seem to end. Blank in my brain, but my heart aches. Soon as my sight starts to fade. I miss you always, without you inside an enchantment. Checkmate. The dazzling digital world. The place of life, and you never
In my opinion, one of the best, greatest, amazing Digital Circus fan music videos I've ever seen. They are kind of a two-in-one thing.
You're the latest Jester, added to our beta testers. Wipe that silly frown away, 'cause there's no need to be depressed. Your floating eyes and smiling teeth bring master of insanity. Please
What's happening and what am I doing here and how am I ever gonna get out of this crazy place? What the hell was that? I can't take this anymore. My God, this whole wacky world just made me wanna turn straight.
Well, looks like you found my super duper mega fantastic game for curing boredom. That means each and every one of you has earned a free ticket to play.
No, I don't wanna play.
That's a weird way to say you want to play. Couldn't help but get the vibe, you guys might not be feeling so fine. I hate my life. But that's not a big surprise. I got just the cure in mind. If you can let me give this a try. Give me that big old smile.
this kind of counts because they're both by Salmonation. They used to do a lot of the shorts, and they did Follow the Orders and fewer cool things on their channel. Is Wacky World is the most viewed music video I've ever seen. Even Glitch Productions love these guys. Wacky World is about a year old now. If you compare, and they're both 11 months apart. Wacky World and Happy Place are probably both my most favorites, because both the anime and the animation collaboration absolutely well done. You can tell they worked so bloody hard on this, from pixels to Legos to 2D animation. I mean, to plushies to furries. This you can tell it's absolute passion project. From Wacky World, you can tell not just sick beats, but also a very catchiness of about what's going on, and just as Pommy's panicking, just Kane doing a silly little dance. And as we're recording this, about a few days ago, Happy Place I came back with the Amazing. Of course, the cast came back to, which makes sense, because I know Michael, Alex, and Marissa did a few things for Salmonation, so they had the luck to get the cast to do one of these. The ending fascinates me of Happy Place. Shows a little bit of an intimidating side to Kane, which fascinated not just me, but of the Digital Circus fan base, because this is one of the most terrifying and intimidating I've ever seen Kane. He has he's like, you don't try. It's not too late to be deceiving. Don't try and bother leaving. How awful it could be. And he kind of tortures the humans. And he kind of tortures Pomni and the gang. And it's a little bit, awesome, but both terrifying. Like, oh my god. It's like basically tough love to them. His own take of tough love. And like we've all seen all 4 episodes so far. Kane was based on the scary AI from I Have No Mouth and Must Scream, but it's the opposite. Like, Kane is a buffoon, is a fun-loving buffoon guy.
It's impolite to be deceiving. Why break the rules or bother leaving? I know what you mean, though you may not agree, but I'll show you the world, and without me you will see how awful it could be. Silence and torture and agony.
At the end of the new year, looks like we all learned a very valuable lesson here. I know you don't really hate my videos. You love me. And I love you more. Well, see you later then.